Hey Vic, so today I figured I should do something a bit different, because I kind of feel like my at-home vlogs are literally the same thing over and over again. So today we're gonna cook and chat. I realize I'm a bit of a playful goat at times, but today I figured let's cook and talk about some deep conversations. And yeah, let's just check in and tap in with one another. This might be a bit heavy for some people. Viewer discretion is advised. But yeah, I feel like these conversations need to be had. So here we go. Today, I am going to be making some rice and chicken stew. My dad and Uncle Mike make the most bomb chicken stews I've ever had. Guys, this is one time Uncle Mike made a chicken stew. I was like, babe, are you sure you don't want me to go pay Lobola at your house? Because what? No ways, this is so delicious. Anywho, let me get started now because load shedding also in a few hours time. Actually, not even in a few hours, literally in 1 hour, 15 minutes. Because yeah, I'm just gonna be very, very brisk and quick with this cooking, honey. Look how cool this is. So it's a burger, but it's in a flatbread. I thought that is pretty cool. So it's got the burger patty, lettuce, tomato, and some sauces. I think I've mentioned this place before, that my Uncle Mike gets these really nice burgers and all these other nice little delicacies from there. And it's halal. Did I mention that it's halal? I think I did. But yeah, this smells so divine. I can't wait to try it. So far, everything that I've tried from this place is so delicious. So I've got no doubt that this too will be tasty. That was too good. Can you get the bill? Doesn't that just give you anxiety? Anyways, I just wanted to say kudos to the food content creators because, child, this is not easy, especially when you're running behind time. Literally, like ESCOM literally will make you just rush through everything because just never know. It's one moment you're like this, and then the next, dang, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yesterday I was talking to Uncle Mike about how I am considering pumping lots of milk and just delivering it to orphanages or hospitals to assist with newborns or even toddlers who are still, taking milk. I think that would be such a good cause, actually. So I'm going to be looking around here or anywhere in this city to see if I can actually do that, because sometimes, I don't know, maybe they might not trust random strangers coming to drop off milk. It sounds so sensitive and for newborns as well. So yeah, I'll have to do my research. So if you know and you're watching this around Joburg where I can just drop off milk, I think that would be so great, guys, because these babies, they didn't ask to be here, man. They just want to be fed, especially those ones that are like dumped. But then again, now I'm practicing more empathy. Not that before I wasn't or anything, but in situations like that, someone who obviously dumps their child, now that I've gone through childbirth and I know, my baby's crying. Ever since I gave birth and I understand and I went through, that whole process, it did something to me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And for someone to go through something like that and then proceed to leave their baby somewhere, I mean, they have to have gone through something so hectic. So now I don't judge. Judging is for the Lord. Maybe they're going through something, they can't provide for this child, and I'm sure it really, really hurts them as well to leave their own child, or they're scared about what society will say, maybe about who the baby daddy is, or they feel like they were too young or something, and they felt like people couldn't support them should they come home with this baby and they'll be ostracized. All of this, just putting yourself in the other person's shoes. Just don't judge. But at the end of the day, okay, that's also still judging. I was going to say at the end of the day, the child is still innocent. Why are you putting a child through that? But as long as you leave them in a good condition with someone who will really take care of them. I know there's this Instagram page that I went on. I think it was Vongai Mapo who posted, and I saw that it was actually this gentleman who runs an orphanage, and people go there to leave children if they cannot take care of them. And I thought that was such a good cause. So yeah, places like that, I wouldn't mind leaving breast milk. I'll actually reach out and ask if it's possible. But wouldn't it be awkward? Guys, that's my problem. Like, I overanalyze things at times and just think too much. Like I said, this is going to be such a heavy conversation, vlog, chit-chat. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like, yeah, it's good for me to go through things like this and just to think things through. And yeah, because that's what life is, man. We're human. These things do happen at the end of the day. Yo, so I'm sure a lot of you have seen the news about Twitch. I think it was a DJ on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and was also on So You Think You Can Dance. Twitch, look him up. And some people in some comment sections were so cruel. This guy was always so happy, smiling. I knew something was up. Yeah, the TikToks that he used to make with his wife and kids. Yeah, they just seemed too perfect. I knew something was up. How could you leave your children? You're so selfish. Even, your wife's daughter, who now considered you as her dad, now she's gonna grow up with no dad and stuff. And that's the thing with mental health, guys. Like, some things you just cannot explain. It's just like a deep sadness that you cannot get rid of. And even if you have all these wonderful things going on, a wonderful wife, a wonderful husband, beautiful kids, successful career, but as long as you've got these mental health issues, it eats at you. That's the best way I can put it. Like, sometimes you can't even get out of bed, you can't even shower, you can't even think straight. And you try so hard to be strong for your babies. But I guess some people lose the battle, such as Twitch. May soul rest in peace. We just have to be empathetic, guys. At the end of the day, we are all human, and understand that he's left behind children, a wife who could quite possibly see all these comments. Imagine how they're feeling, seeing all those nasty things that people write after someone has lost their loved one. Like, it's a lot. And also, one of my friends actually posted about it, and he was also posting some precepts from what people were saying in response to what he had posted. He said, you know what? I feel like we have these conversations a lot where we're like, our mental health issues, check in on your loved ones, but we're not looking at what the root cause of our issues are as men. Like, we need to start talking about things like that. And I said something back to him, and then I was like, Tani, it's actually so funny how all the married hands that have responded to this are much more understanding than other people. I'm like, yeah, you get to see it firsthand now. And, back then, growing up, it would be your uncles doing all these things and going through these things with auntie or mama and daddy, dealing with their issues behind closed doors. Like, people don't really discuss it out loud. And also, you don't want to load all of that on your babies. That will just be too much, and I feel like it will create some form of trauma. So yeah, like, our parents and us now, because we are now the parents as well. Oh, that is so hard. So I guess we want to deal with these things, just maybe the two of us, or by yourself. You go through therapy, you pray, you do all these things that make you feel great, you talk about it with someone whom you trust. And you wouldn't want your child to see you in that state. You wouldn't want your wife to see you in that state. But I feel like men, it's okay to cry. It's okay that we raise this next generation of men. I feel like it's our responsibilities as the mothers or as their fathers, as their uncles, aunties, to tell them it's okay to cry, as a man. This toxic trope, the man of the house always has to be strong. You have to be responsible for da-da-da-da. But they crack. It's a lot of responsibility. I actually had this chat with my hubs the other day as well. And I'm like, I'm going through this matrescence phase, just coming from being single tanty and then becoming a wife and then us having a daughter now. And I can't even imagine what it must be like for you as well. Because, look, I went into labor. You were the one who was running around, making sure that I'm okay, communicating with people. I came back home with our baby. You took care of us. Literally, guys, there were days I couldn't get out of bed. He would lift me out of bed, bathe me, feed me, make sure I'm okay. All I was doing is just breastfeeding our baby, and he was bathing the baby as well. Like, yo, I'm so grateful to have such a partner. And I felt like something pushed me to just talk about that. Like, babe, how are you feeling? Is everything okay? Thank you for being such a great dad. But how are you? Like, with all these responsibilities as well, with bills and, yo, it must be a span. I understand. And most people crack. Most men crack, and some may end up running away from their responsibilities. I'm not saying that it's a good thing that what you're doing is, but yeah, at the end of the day, you knew what you're doing when you're laying with your hands. But yeah, we understand. We understand that it's tough, but should you need someone to talk to, we are always here. You know what? There's no need for you to do anything bizarre. Like, we would rather sit down for hours and talk to you and listen to what you're going through than to just go a day mourning your loss at a funeral. Like, that's just, I don't even want to think about that. Like, that's just so, yeah, it's a span. But yeah, I feel like, men, it's okay to speak up, guys. Like, yeah, I love this new generation. I love us as a generation, guys. Like, we are having these deep chats, and we're finally going through like self-introspection, and we're calling out some BS from some things that we're subjected to, you know, for many decades before us, and it's just a beautiful time. But yeah, yo, I'm getting emotional. Anyway, guys, load shedding. I'm gonna finish off cooking, and yeah. The thing with bloom mangoes, right, is they're so large, and like, I don't know if I should cut into it with a knife or just be a MacGyver and just I feel like that would be so hectic though. Like, imagine by the time you finish the whole mango, if you don't use a knife. Yeah, but I love this season. Mangoes, lots of chibage, ni monzungu. Rainy season is the absolute best, guys. Yo, love it. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and yes, it's time we started having these deep conversations, guys. No matter how heavy they may be, I feel like it's time that we, had these serious chats. It's good for our mental health as well. It'll help us to grow and to heal. And yeah, so in this upcoming year of 2023, I wish everyone growth in all aspects of their life. I wish health, physical, spiritual, emotional, mental health, goodness and mercy to follow you for all the days of your life, honey. Yes, love that for us. Bye.